John Scotty Canadian Championship Series and NHRA Canada. The objective here is to interview race teams, drivers, and talk about their cars, the sport, and their love for it, how long they've been around in the sport, and what is their ultimate goal. Talking about goals and talking about objectives, our first candidate, if you wish, is a young lady by the name of Brooklyn Noakes, and she is a strong runner, but I want to get more information from Brooklyn. Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you may be on the planet. How long have you been doing this?
I've been racing since I was 9. I got in the juniors when I was 9 years old, and then at 17, I switched over to this big car here, and I've been racing that ever since, and now I am 20, going on 21.
Wow. Now what class are you now running with this car?
I run a bunch of different classes. I run top dragster, super comp. We're really trying to strive in super comp this year.
Okay.
And I can also just run top ET or box ET.
Okay, so that's a lot of coverage for different categories within the sport. And if you want to have a better understanding of those categories, you might want to go to nhra.com and look up the different classes in drag racing, and it'll give you more in-depth knowledge. Let's go back here to where we see the business end of the race car, this dragster, and that is a big block Chevrolet, I would imagine?
Yes, 565.
And I see Steve Schmidt's name on there. He is quite a famous engine builder.
Yes, he is.
When did you start that relationship with Smith?
When we first got the car, the engine that we had bought the car with was a Steve Schmidt engine. So ever since then, we've always kind of worked with their motors, and yeah, just kept building off of that.
Cool. Now, as far as maintenance is concerned, how often do you have to be working on this car to keep it consistent and performing in the quarter mile?
Basically every off season, every single off season, we kind of take everything apart, make sure everything's in good shape, rebuild it.
Okay.
And yeah, just so basically once every off season. But there's little maintenance kind of jobs throughout the season, but nothing too crazy. I know we do an oil change, I think 4 times a season.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it.
And transmission-wise back there, what type of transmission is there?
That is a 2-speed. It's a 2-speed transmission, so it's actually an air shift in there, which is
Okay.
kind of nice for consistency.
Yes.
So it's all programmed in the car. It's all brought in, so at a certain time, it'll shift on its own.
Oh, nice.
And so it's very consistent, and that helps us out with bracket racing for sure.
And focus on what is most important, getting from start to finish.
Yes.
The quarter mile, of course, is based on time, and it is the person to leave the line first on reaction time and not necessarily run under his indicated or her indicated time that they feel the car can run, and then the wind light comes on at the other end. I mean, there's a lot in between that goes on. What keeps you focused while you're going down the track?
Honestly, there's so much going through my mind when I go down the racetrack, but there's I just know, like, you have to pay attention to the big end. You have to pay attention to where the other car is at on the racetrack, because there's a bunch of different things that can happen. You can run it out the back door, or you can go down there and start whopping or dumping. So it's kind of just staying completely focused. Ever since I'm kind of more chill when it comes to the burnout, and then right after the burnout, it's like I'm just locked in.
You're
for
in
the rest.
another world.
Yep. And there's nothing around me can distract me until I cross that finish line.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that. And I noticed here, 2018 inductee of the Canadian Drag Racing Hall of Fame, which I'm director of. And who is that? But your dad.
Yes, that's my father, Paul Noakes. He used to run top alcohol funny car.
Yes.
But he has his license in a lot more than that.
Yes, yes.
And then there's also my grandfather who used to race as well, Brian Noakes.
Oh, wow.
So I'm a 3rd generation racer.
Have you learned anything from those 2 previous generations?
So much, everything. They're great. It's so nice having them to be able to just rely on, and when I get back to the pits, they're always super supportive, and they're always like giving me tips and pointers. And honestly, like, at first when I was a kid, it was hard taking tips and pointers from them, but now that I've kind of gotten older, it's like I know that they know what they're talking about. They
Yes.
know exactly what's going on.
You've matured into the sport.
Yes.
And a very focused young lady.
Yeah.
I want to wish you more than luck. I want to
Thank
wish
you.
you great success.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Bob.
Thank you.